Matthew chapter number 5, verses 23 and 24. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother has aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Verse number 23 starts out with a therefore. In other words, what is about to follow is predicated on what has already happened in the preceding verses. And we know Christ was talking about anger or anger management. So he said, therefore, if you come to God and you have your gift, and it could be tithes, it could be an offering, could be whatever, and there at the altar, it comes to your mind that, hey, there is a problem with me and my brother. Christ is saying, stop what you're doing. Go back to thy brother. Get the matter straight. And then come back and finish bringing thy gift to the altar. This was completely against the norm of that day. At that particular time, the most precious thing you could do is bring your gift to the altar. Bringing your tithes, bringing your sacrifices. This was the most important thing. And because you had such a greedy, self-centered bunch of priests, this served them well. Nothing was more important than bringing your sacrifice before the altar, because they had left the fundamentals of love of the law and had fallen into the religious duties of the law and elevated that more than loving God with all their heart, mind, soul, and strength, and loving thy neighbor as thyself. And Christ spoke the complete opposite of what they were teaching. Your gift to the altar or to God could not be offered just in any type of way. God made it so that you have to work horizontally with your brother and with your sister with matters of love and making sure that there's no animosity and there's no hate. And then you can worship vertically with him. Because God is saying, if there's hate in your heart with your brother and sister, you need to get that hate fixed, eradicated out of you, so you can worship him and make that vertical connection. All the sacrifices in the world didn't matter if you had malice and hate and envy. The scribes and Pharisees, they were so hung up until eating the Passover was the number one thing. It was so important that we had to hurry up and convict an innocent man to death so that we can be ceremonial clean for the Passover. How hypocritical was that? You keeping the Passover didn't matter one bit if you're going around convicting people of death. You have to have love in your heart, and that's what Christ is explaining to them. Anger management. God, we bless you. We give you all the praise and we glorify you. Have your way. Purify our hearts and minds and souls that we may do your will. Thank God. Amen.